Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report right here on TV 20. Fall is here, which means baseball season is coming to a close, and the city is pretty much immersed in football and basketball with the city's beloved Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Cavaliers. But before we jump into what's going on with the Browns and the Cavs around the community, let's see what's going on with the student athletes of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. In an effort to improve mouth safety on the football field, Dr. Stephen Katz, Dr. Tom Carino, and a team of volunteer dentists examined the mouths of football players from 3 Cleveland public high schools, including John Hay, John F. Kennedy, and Rhodes High School.
You know, we felt we needed to give back. Dentists are fortunate because, you know, we all do really well and we prosper, and we felt like it was time to give back to the community and provide a service for people that may not otherwise have access to it or be able to afford it. So Dr. Tom Carino and myself developed this program, put it together with the university here and the Dental Society, and that's how it got started.
But what makes these mouth guards so much better than one you could simply buy at a local sporting goods store?
The High School Athletic Association requires that football athletes wear a mouth guard, but they don't require what type of mouth guard. And typically what a student does is he'll buy one at the drugstore. They're called Boil and Bites, or just a snap-in kind. Sometimes the athletes will even share mouth guards. These mouth guards are custom fit to protect the teeth of the individual mouth guard. So just like a fingerprint, every athlete will have his own mouth guard that fits him specifically. The advantage of a custom-made mouth guard is that it protects the teeth and the oral structures better than any of those other types of mouth guards.
Rodney DeCipetta, head football coach for John Hay High School, shares how appreciative he is for his players to be selected for this program.
Well, I think the most important thing for me is that they're seeing a dentist. A lot of these kids, you know, asking and talking to them, haven't seen a dentist in a long time, for some of them years. And so just to even be looked at by a dentist to talk about the importance of oral hygiene and even just health care, it's critical. So having the actual fitted mouthpiece is another safety piece that I think is important for every athlete. And so to have custom fitted mouthpieces gives them even a better protection, you know, as playing football.
The Safe Smiles initiative started with 3 schools this year, and between them, they did somewhere between 100 and 110 mouth guards. This is a 3-year program, so over the next 2 years, they're going to do the remaining 7 schools in the district. And since we're already discussing football, let's take a look at this past week's Senate Athletic League matchup between Glenville and Rhodes. Glenville entered this game with a conference record of 3-0 and an overall record of 5-1, while Rhodes entered the game with a conference record of 2-2 and an overall record of 3-4. Glenville currently ranked 9th in the Cleveland.com Top 25 and tied for first place in the Senate Athletic League, is the favorite to win the league title once again due to the team's depth and talent. The last league loss for Glenville was in 1997 against East Tech. Glenville hit the ground running. Quarterback Marcus Drish hands the ball off to running back Demarius Goodwin for a 14-yard run up the gut. Glenville then turned around and put the first 6 points on the board with a 36-yard touchdown pass from Marcus Drish to receiver Brian West Jr. Glenville's swarming defense was all over Rhodes' running game. Rhodes started to gain some momentum with quarterback Austin Corp connecting on a screen pass to halfback Marcus Clough for a 4-yard gain. But the momentum from Rhodes was quickly put to bed after Marcus Drish handed the ball off to running back Telson Farmer for a 25-yard touchdown run. Marcus Drish hands the ball off to Demarius Goodwin once again. Goodwin breaks a tackle in the backfield, then breaks to the outside for a 30-yard gain, which puts Glenville in the red zone for a chance to score. Marcus Drish wastes no time. He finds receiver Jeff Ginn Jr. in the corner of the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown pass. Although they didn't have very much success, Rhodes continued to run the ball against Glenville's tenacious defense. Rhodes stuck to their guns and kept running the ball. Marcus Clough took a handoff up the middle for a short gain before he was hit hard by a Glenville safety, Kobe Bryant. Marcus Drish then hands the ball off to Devontae Houston, who takes the ball 25 yards for a touchdown. Glenville remained dominant on both sides of the ball. And after another 3-and-out by Rhodes, Glenville's quarterback Marcus Drish finds his receiver Ralph Davis cutting across the field. Davis eludes defenders, then cuts back across the field and into the end zone for another Glenville touchdown. The running game for Rhodes continued to suffer at the hands of Glenville's defense. After another failed run attempt, Rhodes quarterback Austin Corp went to the air but was picked off by Glenville safety Devontae Houston. Houston took the interception 33 yards to put the Tarbletters in position for another score. Quarterback Marcus Drish finds receiver Jeff Ginn Jr. once more in the flats. Ginn Jr. turns upfield and takes the ball 21 yards for a touchdown. During the fourth quarter, Rhodes' momentum picked up once more. Quarterback Austin Corp connects on a pass to halfback Marcus Clough for a first down. The very next play, Corp hands the ball off to Marcus Clough and he takes the ball another 10 yards for a Rhodes first down, which set up a play-action pass to Rhodes halfback Marcus Clough for another first down, putting the Rams in position to score their first touchdown. The Rams then decided to hand the ball off to their fullback, Tony Rosado, who ran it in from the goal line to put Rhodes on the scoreboard. Final score, Glenville 38, Rhodes 6. After the game, Coach Ginn speaks on how pleased he is with his team as they're getting closer to the playoffs.
And, we're trying to get better every week. And, as long as we can just show a little improvement every week, it's getting closer to the end of the season. So I'm happy with that.
And when it comes to his long list of talented players, we got a dose of those athletes who stood out in this game.
Naturally, the quarterback Drish is doing a great job. Jeff Ginn is doing a great job. The twins, the Houston boys, just about everybody, Smalley, I can go Farmer, and I'm kind of happy for them. It's so many. The line, I got some guys, Christian Clark and all those guys are developing pretty good. But, we got a lot of kids that's doing a great job.
Senior wide receiver Jeff Ginn Jr. talks about the win and how important it is to listen to his coach so they can be prepared for the playoffs.
I feel great. We got to get these Senate games done, and we got to keep getting better every week so we can be prepared for Week 11.
After a season-ending injury last year, Glenville quarterback Marcus Drish is back to help lead this Glenville squad.
I feel pretty good coming from my injury last year. It felt great to be out here. Just not taking my days for granted. I'm just getting all that I could. Try to go far as I can.
Okay. And right now, you were close to, I think, about a little over 700, close to 800 yards so far in the season. Just talk about connecting with your receivers and building that chemistry.
Yeah. After the first two games, I said we had to get that together. So I want to prove people wrong. Just don't let my height estimate everything about me. So I want to show people that I can throw the ball, run the ball, and lead this team.
And as far as what Coach Ginn believes the Tarbletters need to do to make it to the playoffs,
like I said, try to get better every week and try to get the light switch on and keep it on. You know how it go. Kids lose focus, week to week. So I just spoke with them a few seconds ago. Let's just cut the switch on and leave it on and not turn it off. Because in the next 3 weeks, hopefully, that we'll be in the playoffs, and you're going to see a different caliber of ball, and we want to be able to go out there and be fundamentally sound.
and here's a quick look at all the scores from this past week's Senate Athletic League football games. The Cleveland Browns sent 6 of their players to Brooklyn Fields for an evening of football practice with the Brooklyn Hurricanes Youth Football League players. Before practice started, players answered questions from the kids. Then they spent time with them while stretching and running through individual and team drills. The Cleveland Browns are committed to assisting the development, safety, and growth of youth football throughout Northeast Ohio with year-round programming. In 2015, the Browns are continuing their commitment to Give 10 through the team's First and 10 initiative. Throughout the First and 10, the Browns are the only club to promote the long-term volunteering program that unifies the team and its entire fan base, with the goal of impacting every individual city across the globe and the local community. The Cleveland Cavaliers preseason tipped off this past week in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Cintas Center with the matchup against last year's #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Hawks. And the day before the first preseason game, they showed a special group of Cincinnati students that the Cavs are still all for Ohio. Cavaliers assistant coach, along with a handful of players, led a private basketball clinic for approximately 70 boys and girls at Cincinnati's Friars Club. And to top it all off, each student went home with their very own Cavs basketball, so they can continue working on their skills they learned from the clinic. The Cleveland Indians, with help from the club's Twitter followers, raised $20,000 for the Cleveland chapter of MLB's Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities program. Throughout the season, the Indians' social media team and Twitter followers used #WIF and tagged Indians in social posts, counting toward a monthly total and corresponding donations from Head & Shoulders. One of the teams that benefits from the Indian support of Cleveland RBI program is Cleveland Girls Senior Softball Team. This year, the team won the 2015 World Series Championship. This was the group's 7th consecutive appearance in the softball finals, but Cleveland's first RBI World Series Championship in any division for the program. Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop of our Cleveland sports scene. And stay tuned for the Bottom Line Up Front with City of Cleveland Media Relations Director Dan Williams.